After an employee opened mail for a state representative, Barbara Hernandez, and ended up in the hospital, countless questions tonight remain.
Who sent that letter, and did it cause the staffer's sickness? Our Sabrina Franza spoke with the person who opened the letter.
This whole thing has this employee who asked we keep them anonymous shaken. Thankfully, they are home and safe with family, but still no one knows what caused this staffer's sudden illness.
Staff at State Representative Barbara Hernandez's district office are home at least for today. Yesterday, the building locked down by law enforcement. An employee told CBS News Chicago that they were opening mail addressed to Hernandez that was coming from an area prison when suddenly they weren't feeling well and rushed to the restroom because they were sick. Someone called law enforcement, who swarmed the building. The U.S. Postal Inspectors, local police and fire, and the FBI all responding. Now investigators have seized and are holding the mail in question for evidence.
This happened and happens with a level of frequency that our first responders, our investigators, our law enforcement are prepared for this, are trained for this, and have very specific protocols.
Phil Andrew is a former FBI investigator.
Any letter that looks unusual or it's coming from an unusual place would be reviewed and then quarantined.
He explained how the U.S. Postal Inspectors are likely analyzing the letter, adding the contents of that note and the return address might not be reliable.
The investigators are going to recover the letter, they're going to analyze the substance, they're going to look at the postmark, and then they'll be moving backwards toward that. Who had access, who's been sending things in the past? Are there other threats that have been made?
We do know that state police normally provide security for state representatives when necessary. We do not know if they are planning to do that in this case. We did speak briefly with State Representative Hernandez, who told us she is still waiting to find out what was in that envelope. We're in Aurora. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.